Hey there, Mondler2 here for the Pretend Pros, currently playing Banjo Kazooie on Project 64 at a 21:9 ultra-wide aspect ratio at 2560 by 1080 resolution at 60 FPS, of course. Now this game is obviously not meant to be played at this aspect ratio. On the N64 it was meant to be played as a 4:3, then it was ported to the Xbox at a 16:9, and now this is taking it one step further at 21:9, so of course you see there's going to be obvious issues, graphical issues here. Just by rotating the camera, it puts things in and out of the draw distance immediately. And part of the reason the draw distance is so shitty is this is the N64 version. And because of that, you know, the console was really limited in terms of resources available. So this game implemented a lot of tactics to preserve resources as much as possible to enable higher polygon models, more detailed textures, stuff like that. And how they accomplish this is through fog in the world and extreme draw distance cuts. And basically this is just the start of the game, as I'm sure you know if you've ever played Banjo. If you haven't, sorry, then this is in fact the start of the game. I'm definitely good enough. Let's do it. Although, if I'm being completely honest, I don't actually remember what like 90% of the controls are for the N64 version. But this is more or less just experimenting and seeing how the game plays, what it looks like. And so far, it is a glitchy mess. Alright, let's just get up this hill here. So I was kind of hoping that this game would look better. And really, I should have seen this coming. I forgot about how piss poor the draw distances were in this game. But again, it's all about the learning experience and seeing how it looks and what it could have possibly been like, or what it could possibly be like. You never know, there could be somebody who comes along and fixes these graphical issues with an updated plugin that allows for support of a 21:9 ultra-wide monitor. And if you're watching this on a normal 16:9 monitor, and if you're not familiar with what that is the normal aspect ratio of TVs, television shows, versus the ultra-wide that you're watching right now that I'm recording at, which is the same aspect ratio as Star Wars Lord of the Rings, which is also known as anamorphic widescreen, which essentially you get a much wider field of view. It's much more immersive, but at the same time, you know, it's very specialized. You know, not a lot of... There's a fair amount of games that support it now, but still not a whole lot of games support it. There's a lot of movie content, which is nice, but if you wanted to play like your PS4 on a monitor like this, then you'd absolutely have to play it letterbox, which means you have black bars on the side instead of on top and on bottom. Anyways, getting sidetracked here. As you can tell, the game runs perfectly well. It's absolutely playable, though it is very glitchy. I'm wondering if In Her Lair is better. Alright, so far her lair seems to be infinitely better than playing, well, Spiral Mountain look like ass. Especially since half of it wasn't being drawn on the screen even though it was supposed to. But it's kind of interesting to see what the back texture is and what they would have chosen for specific parts of the levels and varying things like that. Now I'm expecting a lot of graphical issues in the first level as well. And as you can see there, the door disappeared as soon as I slightly rotated the camera, because again, the draw distance is not ideal. Fortunately, this isn't going to be a very long video. I'm just sort of showing off what the intro to the game looks like and the beginning of the first level. You can see the obvious texture issues there on the puzzle board right in the middle. But again, we're talking about a really old game for a very old console. And as a matter of fact, Banjo Kazooie is actually one of my favorite games of all time, since it was a game that I very much used and abused as a child, so it does hold dear to me, and I am very fortunate and I'm very happy to be able to bring this video to you guys especially since, you know, it's covering one of my apps. Oh my god, look at the left. And the right. Okay. That's interesting. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. But, oh boy. Has it seen better days? Look at that. Oh man. Either way, you could easily... Oh, fuck me. You could easily adjust the visuals to 16:9 and get a much better field of view for this game that is much less detrimental to the core gameplay and the draw distance. But, oh fuck, I forgot I have to learn the ground pound over there. I don't think I have enough notes for this. Anyways, I'm gonna pause it here. As you can see, the game is fully playable. It runs at a consistent 60 FPS at 2560 by 1080. Unfortunately, the draw distance in this game does not allow for a proper 21:9 aspect ratio, so I would highly recommend not playing it at this aspect ratio unless you're able to find a fix to amend some of these issues. This has been Mother2 for the Pretend Pros. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give the video a like. I'd certainly appreciate it. If you like Banjo Kazooie, give this video a like because we need more Banjo Kazooie content out there, especially since Ukulele's coming out. That's going to be super awesome. I'm really pumped. I hope you guys are too. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, or requests, hit me up in the comment section below and I'll do my very best to answer and oblige any and all requests or questions. Last but not least, sorry, I'm running out of breath here. If you would like to be greeted with a notification about any and all of our future quality content and or live streams, hit up Pretend Pro page, just click the name down below of this video and subscribe to us. We'd certainly appreciate it. And thanks so much for watching again. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. This is Mother2 signing off.